Most romantic moment.
The romantic.
Romance.
The most romantic moment.
There's only one.
Tell me.
There's only one, Nate.
There's only one?
There's only one.
Tell me.
It's the only one that matters.
When Superman got in the tub with Lois.
Yeah. I did like the water coming, like spilling over the sides.
Yeah, man.
No, when Captain America goes back in time and dances with Peggy at the end of Endgame.
Oh my God. That was
It's the only one that matters.
that was
The culmination of all the Marvel films. Well, there's two culminations. The other one, we'll get to
at
it.
the end of Endgame?
Yeah. The most payoff was,
Yes, definitely. I agree.
he waited,
Like a
well,
straight
she waited how many years?
line. Oh yeah,
She
did.
She ended up dying, and then he had to go back and, yeah.
Didn't really have much other choices for it, but Steve and Peggy's dance at the end of Endgame was just way too beautiful.
Yeah.
It was for me, like being a huge Cap fan from the first movie. For Cap, it literally was taken from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never had the chance.
Right.
Beforehand, nobody was looking at him, and then when he finally found someone to, dance with, he got frozen and sent 90 years into the future. Like, that's one call to get. But it would have been crazier if like they found a way to bring Peggy to the future and Cap's in the future with Peggy. But it was just more beautiful for him to choose to go back to the past and leave, all this other shit behind. And stay with Peggy, and then that final dance, it goes back all the way to the first film where he says we got to take a rain check on that dance.
My answer is the end of Endgame when Pepper said, you can rest now.
You do it to me.
Yeah. That's it. That's my favorite romantic.
The people who work hard in their fucking life.
I know. I don't even need to explain myself. I'm still crying. It's been like 6 months longer. It's been almost a year.
The moments don't change though.
I know.
And it still resonates. I mean, the love that these two people have for one another, and her telling him that, and the prior conversation they had. All right, I'm not gonna be able to talk about it.
No, I know. No, I know. I don't want to ugly cry on this. Did you just cry? Oh my God, we just got a tear from Nate.
A very intimate moment that stood out was in Black Panther, when it's at the end scene and it's like the war part and all the tribes are fighting out on the field, and Daniel Kaluuya's character Wakabi is on that rhino. It's not a rhino. It looks like a rhino. He's on the thing, and then Denai Guerrera, her character Okoye has the spear, and then I think Wakabi jumps off and he's like, "Would you kill me, my love?" And then she says, "For Wakanda, without a doubt," or something, without a question. And then he takes out his weapon, and we're like, "Oh my God, they're gonna fight!" And then he drops it, and then he kneels. And then I was just like, oh, that's a marriage right there. I was like, because that's conflict many times in relationships, and then not just relationships, but conflicts between countries. It's just someone has to put down their weapon first. And so to me, that was true intimacy, that because he looked around at the war and he was just like, this isn't worth it. I value my woman, or I value love, or I value admitting that maybe something's more important than being right, or I don't know. And so that part, I was just like, okay.
The only thing that I can say that I kind of felt and still feel when Hulk and Black Widow, right? They had their little moments, and she kind of always, I don't know what is the Beauty and the Beast kind of thing, So from childhood, you always, these images of this big figure and this small little person that's making this big person super like a big teddy bear. So that probably that's it. But she was able to calm him down or whatever, and then you're like, oh, this could have been bad for her. And when he was fighting inside that it was a small space or whatever, and he was about to kill her on some crazy stuff, about to just turn her into dust, and then you just gotta watch it.
Definitely romantic. I just randomly watched this the other day, and it piqued this question: the bar scene between Bruce Banner and Black Widow in Age of Ultron. Remember, like, the party's over, and she, like, walks up, she's, like, mixing a drink, and she's like, or he walks up, and he's like, what's a nice girl like you doing in a dump like this? And she's like, oh, you know, fella done me wrong. She, like, pours him a drink, and that's, like, their first, like, flirty moment
Right, yeah.
of, like, the whole series. He says something of, like, oh, yeah, you know, what did he do something, what did he do to you that was so terrible? She's like, nothing. But never say never. And then she, like, walks away, and he's like, I have no idea what just happened. And then Cap interrupts, and he's just like, so you and Romanoff, huh? And he's like, what? No. But yeah, watch it again. It's cute. It's very cute.
And then, like, Thanos comes and, like, brings them back. And I was like, oh, they have to suffer all over again. What the fuck? I was just like, just get out of here, Thanos. Thanos.
Either way. But
Whatever. He's going to kill all of us. He's just like,
I made it past this.
he does not care how I pronounce his name.